maybe I'll move it closer. My name is Prasanna. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Harvard. We are a green commerce platform that works in solving two very basic problems in Indian agriculture. One is around improving freedom and choice for smallholder farmers and their organizations in deciding when they want to sell their products. And when they sell, to also work on offering them freedom to decide whom they want to sell their produce to. And we basically do this in the context of Indian agriculture, where mostly farmers end up selling their produce after harvest at distress prices when the prices are the lowest. And they normally sell to middlemen, RTRs, commissioning. And if they have a choice to probably hold their produce for a little longer, that could really impact the earnings that they have. And that was the philosophy sticking to it. We are today India's largest, about 7 to 8% of all agri produce that is stored in the country. And against that, we offer and facilitate finance of about 11,000 crores every year, and enable market linkages for the stored produce and connect them to buyers of all Indian districts, and are about a 2,000 member team spread across the country. So that's what we are, and hopefully through this conversation we'll be able to share our journey in a little more detail. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm one of the co-founders of Conclave. We are a peer-to-peer lending platform. We started way back in 2008, but we had to restart Runway in 2019 because of RBI's guidelines on regulating peer-to-peer lending. So, when we were introducing, almost looked like we were introducing Runway, because they were, we have a very similar mission when it comes to access to credit. So you want to make it affordable and also give them the complete choice architecture. And what I mean by that is the ability to choose how much. Combine affordability with choice, it becomes a game changer. Especially for a large population of India, just in the context, and Anisha has this wonderful name for a fund, for the majority fund. Only 12.8%, this is a recent index data, this was just done post the pandemic. Only 12.8% of India's eligible population, so majority of Indians don't have access to credit. Even if they do get access, they don't have choice and very expensive. So that's the problem we're trying to solve with Runway. We're taking a very path to solve this problem at scale. The peer-to-peer route, right? And what it really means that we're creating a new asset class for people to invest. And it's an asset class, it's a debt instrument, right? So it's an instrument of debt, which is regulated by the Reserve Bank of India, but also it allows you to invest directly in a farmer, in an artisan, in an entrepreneur who could be thousands and thousands of miles away from where you are. So that's the a very quick, really quick introduction of the Runway.
Thank you. So I think both have been covered widely in the problem. But if I want to, but as a sort of non-rooted here, why exactly you pick the problem that you are solving, okay? And where and how did you find the right product market fit with the solution? So if you can highlight on that, actually.
So prior to me and my co-founder starting our entrepreneurial journey in 2013, I was with ICICI Bank. I was heading the commodity finance business for the bank. And pioneer in my journey there, what I realized was that though as a bank we used to disburse about 5,000 crores every year, these 5,000 crores were disbursed to about 2,500 to 3,000 different customers or borrowers, which meant that all these loans were given to entities which were much larger in size, and most of these entities were traders located in more peri-urban, tertiary agri centers. When I say peri-urban, tertiary, what I mean is, for every one of you probably seen, say, Kota as a mandi, or Bikaner as a mandi, or Nagpur as a market. Now these are, so when you talk of agriculture in India and agribusiness in India, people immediately relate to a mandi, which could be Azadpur or any of these larger centers. But that's not where production happens. Production happens about, say, 150 to 200 kilometers away. And access to finance at those markets is just not there. So even as a bank, when ICICI, and being the head of that business, I have a lot of flexibility to try out things, and ICICI provided that opportunity to me to try out different business models. And what I figured was, even though we had all the backing of the senior management, we had to roll a product out where we said we wanted to lend to a farmer organization or a smaller entity near the farm gate that just didn't go through. So if I had to sanction a loan to a trader with an average ticket size of 2 crores, that loan would be sanctioned in maybe 24 hours. But if I had to give a loan to a farmer organization in a small village, that would take more than 3 months to sanction. We realized that there is actually a very, very large white space closer to the farm gate, and it made immense business sense to be able to look at that particular opportunity. And as we were looking at that, what we figured is it was not just a financing problem. It was a problem of access both to finance and to markets. If we were to look at the post-harvest agri space, closer to the farm gate, the market segment changes. We're no longer working with traders and others. You can look at smaller entities whose appetites are probably 1/6 to 1/10 of that of a larger trader or a bigger entity in a tertiary market. And at that particular segment, it was not just about a financing solution, it was actually a complete business on when to sell and whom to sell to. It meant that it was a problem which needed probably a few layers of solutions, all that you had marketable lots which could then be sold at some point. You had the need to store the produce closer to the farm gate. You needed the need for financing against that same produce. Because what we realized is there is one asset which the farmer would always have, which is his or her produce. Whether there's drought, there is flood, there is whatever. Probably the quantum of that may change, but that is an asset which is available, and that asset is hugely liquid. So why not leverage on that asset and hence build a financing model based on that without really looking at what's the credit history? And as Ram mentioned, most of these entities, these customers do not have a credit history. So that's when you build that capability to say now when you are able to aggregate, store, finance against that produce is when you also make it marketable. And that's how we started connecting that produce to markets. So our journey, if you see over the last 10 years, could be divided into two aspects of first looking at aggregating and storing the produce, then letting finance on top of that, and then letting commerce on top of that. And because you're working on one layer on top of another, you operate on a very, very beautiful model of leveraging on your, or working on your operational leverage. So your costs are sort of all absorbed on one of these layers, and as you add every other layer, you're building on your bottom line. And that's how what we've been able to create is a model which, by layering multiple services, generates a very decent amount of profit. So, which is why I think we've been able to, create a model which today makes us the only profitable agri-tech in the country. So So I think that's been our journey.
Welcome to 1976.
Well,